How do you get from one place to another? How to travel? How much will it cost for you to travel? What are your options? And this is kind of amazing site, and you can check it out. Gives you some really, it's a good place to start to figure out routes, your options, plane, train, automobile, ferry, bus. What does it take to get where you want to go? And how much will it cost using all those various types of options? And how much time will it take for you to get from point A to point B? Anyway, we're here at a site called Rome to Rio, and it's the number two to Rio, and you can. I think they make money by selling tickets and booking hotels, booking cars for hire, transport. Anyway, let me put in, and I just put in Phoenix, Arizona, USA to Manila, Philippines. I know many of you, I'm here in Cebu City, Cebu. Many of you are not coming here. Many of you are going to other points in the Philippines. So you may very well go into Manila or Angeles. That would be my choice to fly into Angeles uh, if that was if the flights were running when I wanted to go and the price was reasonable. But you have many choices. So Phoenix, Arizona, and let's hit search here. See what it tells us. How long? Just within seconds, and it shows us flights, and it shows us in pesos. Now I think I can change this. You can go over here, probably, and if you want to set up an account, you can sign in, set up an account. Because my internet connection is the Philippines, they're automatically giving me pesos. So fly Phoenix to Manila, 31,000 to 55,000 is what they're saying. I've done a previous video showing all your options using Google Flights, and that's also a good way to kind of check out for many, many months in advance. Cheapest is to fly, look at this. Cheapest is to fly into Clark International, north of Manila, and gives you the time period with layovers, um, 6 more hours about here. Shuttle to Tucson, fly to Manila, more options. Shuttle to Prescott, fly to Manila. Don't know why you would do that. Prescott, Arizona is a smaller city in kind of up in northern, a little further north of Phoenix anyway. Airport shuttle bus. I used to use this quite a bit. Not a shuttle bus, but they had a van service out of the Phoenix in and out of the Phoenix airport that was much cheaper than getting a taxi. And just continuing on with this, let's go from you're in the Manila airport, but you want to go to Bohol Island, and so Tagbilaran is a major city there in Bohol, the Philippines, and it's got an international airport on Panglao Island. And so let's see what they tell us here. 5 ways to travel from Manila Airport to Tagbilaran. Fly to Bohol, Panglao International, and here it is. Let me zoom into this, and I'll show you Panglao Island. This is Bohol Island, and this is Panglao Island, and very popular diving, swimming resort area down in this area down here. That's where the international airport is, down in this area. And the main island is connected to Panglao Island by a couple, I think they call them causeways, kind of man-made earth bridges, I guess, something like that. But anyway, gives us a flight to Bohol Panglao International Airport, fly to uh, fly to Dumaguete and then take a ferry. It's another option. So you could fly. Okay, here's Dumaguete. Dumaguete over here, and then you take a ferry over. Ferry, you can take a ferry. And look at that. And I think it's probably about a day, 24 hours, I believe. Big ferries run here. Go To is the name of the ferry company, I believe. Harbor 4 even tells you what harbor, what pier to go to. And 18 minutes by taxi on demand, 13 kilometers. I'm guessing that it's going to take you longer than that, just from what I've heard about Manila traffic. So there's an option. Take a stop and spend a day or two or a week in Dumaguete before going on to Tagbilaran Pier. And if you want to find hotels, they've got all this type of thing here. This is pretty cool because each time I just drop down, it automatically changes on the map, shows you where it's at. Don't even have to click on it. And just out of curiosity, let's go from Cebu City, the Philippines. I know many of you coming here, you do plan on visiting Cebu City. And then you're going to take a trip, let's say Iloilo City, which is over here on Panglao Island. Number of options: car ferry and a ferry. Uh, so you take a car over here, you get on a ferry, or your car gets on a Ro-Ro ferry, roll on, roll off, and you drive over here and get on another ferry over into Iloilo. This is Guimaras Island, popular with tourists as well. Or you can fly to Iloilo. Gives you some costs as well. Not much different, depends on if you're flying business class or economy. And they may or may not have flights every day going over there. A lot of the flights going to various cities in the past, my experience observation has been that you might have to fly from Cebu to Manila and then down to Iloilo or Bacolod or Dumaguete. Um, I'm not sure how many direct flights there are, so that's a evolving situation as we continue to try to recover from all these travel lockdowns. And flying, minivan, car, taxi, ferry. And one thing about the Philippines, if you're coming from another country and planning on vacationing here or staying here longer term, working here, whatever, you're going to have to get used to the exchange rate with your currency and the Filipino peso. And I've done videos about money. I've done videos. In fact, I'll put a link at the end of this. Money tips about transferring money, various things to look out for, and different ways to do it as well. And your exchange rate, like when I came here in 2015, the exchange rate, a US dollar to the Philippine peso was about, I think it was 48.5. And it's fluctuated. I've done a video about the fluctuations over 5 years, over 10 years. And it's presently at one of its highest it's been in a long time, up around between 54 and 55 pesos to the US dollar, which is nice for us. But at the same time, inflation pretty much eliminates all the advantage of that. Depends upon how you spend your money here. And I'm going to do one more search here to Boracay. Boracay Island is in western Visayas, is up here. Very popular destination, rated as one of the best beaches in the world. And let's look at our options over here. Fly. So the big range in prices there. Ferry, taxi, bus, local banca boat. Interesting way to get there. And for me, when I travel, the journey is usually as important as the destination. I know my sister, she just wants to get wherever she's going and lay in the sun and read a book. But the experience of traveling for me is a big part of I look forward to it, of a discovery, of exploring. And car ferry, taxi, bus, local banca boat. Car ferry would be if you've got a car, of course. or vehicle or even a motorbike, whatever. It's a row called roll on, roll off. While I have you here, if you're still watching, I just want to point out a few things. Of course, you've got Manila area up in this area. Batangas, I know there are a lot of foreigners that live in various areas here. There's Taal volcano, which has gone off a couple of years ago up here, spread ash all the way up into Manila. It's still kind of uh, well, it's giving off gases and some earthquakes and type things, so nobody really knows when it will go next time. You've got and this is all part of Luzon, and they're connected and goes down here. Um, Come down here, and you've got Panay Island, you've got Negros Island, you've got Cebu Island, um, you've got Samar Island here, and these look like all one, but it's not. This is Leyte, this is Samar. Got a bridge going across, connecting the two. And you've got the Visayas. These are called the Visayas: Samar, Leyte, um, Panay, Negros, Cebu, Bohol, and hundreds, probably thousands of other smaller islands as well. And the major cities, you've got Cebu City, the second largest, very close to the same size as Davao City down in Mindanao. But Cebu City is very popular with foreigners. Uh, Probably the most popular with foreigners eventually is Dumaguete. It's about 1/4 the size of Cebu City. A lot of foreigners down there, a lot of foreign expats, Western expats doing vlogs down there. Got Bacolod is popular. Iloilo City is popular, but not nearly as much as Dumaguete and Cebu City. You got Bohol here is a popular destination. They've got Chocolate Hills, got a lot of different dive spots around the island as well, especially out here on Panglao Island. You got Siquijor Island, the Mysterious Island, called the Mysterious Island, I think. Let's see, what else? I've got a subscriber friend, lives over here on Bayawan City, I think. And I think he's built a house, got married, built a house over there. Got Surigao City and Surigao Island. Surigao Island over here is very popular internationally with surfing, and even they'll hold surfing competitions over there. I have visited Surigao City, interesting city. Once you get into Mindanao, Cagayan de Oro is pretty popular. I haven't been there yet. Davao City, very popular area with many people. A relatively clean city. The former President Duterte was mayor there for many, many years, and I guess kind of cleaned up the city, so to speak, put it that way. And General Santos City, I've met this southern area is a little iffy, I guess, for some people. I've talked to a number of foreigners who have stayed down there, and they never felt that they had any issues down there. This area, the southwest area of Mindanao, is not as safe, and a lot of people a lot of foreigners stay out of that area. But I think the Philippine military and in combination with the local governments there who are seeking peace throughout that whole area, I think it's becoming a more and more safe area over time. More and more quote unquote rebels and Islamists, I guess they're called. Various groups. There's many splinter groups down there. Some of them are either being defeated and or turning themselves in. The government has a way to bring them back into Philippine society, I guess. Now, I don't know how up to date these things are, but I think they try to keep this updated. They must have a large crew working for this company because they try to keep all this information pretty much up to date, and So it's a place to start to figure out and cost your trips out, find out what the options are. Anyway, thanks for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy, and safe travels. See you next time.